Welcome back, everybody, to another new installment of Politapod. Today, we are going over some more border news. So, we have this guy to start with. So let's get into it, and we'll comment.
We begin in the United States, where hundreds of migrants carried out a protest march along the U.S.-Mexico border to mark International Migrants Day. The migrants protested against the United States.
I didn't know there was an International Migrants Day. I did not know that.
States shutting down its border with Mexico and increasing border patrols along the U.S. southern border. The immigrants urged incoming President Donald Trump to be more compassionate and mindful towards thousands of people seeking a better life in the United States.
El 18 de diciembre de este año 2024.
December 18th, 2024 marks International Migrant Day. While it might seem like a celebration, it's actually a commemoration of migrants seeking better opportunities.
When did the whole Migrant Day start? Does anybody know? Please put down in the comments when you know the National Migrant Day started, because I've never heard of it. This is all new to me.
Abroad. In Tijuana, near the U.S. border, we highlight these issues to urge the current and incoming U.S. government to be more sensitive to the needs of communities migrating due to severe problems in their home countries.
We ask Donald Trump, who is about to take office, to have compassion for everyone, not just for Mexicans, as he claims to dislike them. But we are all human beings.
First of all, she's asking for compassion from Donald Trump, right? And then she says on top of that, that not just for Mexicans, because he doesn't like them. No, that was never said. From what I believe, it was never said. He was talking about the criminals and all that stuff. That's just what from what I understand. So I don't think how you can come across and say that you ask for compassion, but then at the same time you come across ignorant,
Meanwhile, during the protest, rumors circulated that the border had been open for 24 hours to mark the International Migrants Day. Now, following the rumor, hundreds of migrants ran towards the border before they were stopped by U.S. Border Patrol. Agents deployed helicopters and troops in riot gear to disperse the incoming group of migrants. Eventually, the Border Patrol guards fired tear gas to deter the people from advancing further.
Today, we heard they would open the border on December 18th. Many of us are here because the situation in our countries forces us to come here.
Okay, just my opinion. However everybody feels, it's your feel. You can say whatever you want. But I honestly feel that if you're having problems in your country, you should band together with the people of your country and make some changes like you would do in any other country. Now, I know it's hard to do certain things, but I don't know how things are set up in other countries. But that's where I would, make the step. And I mean, in this country, people are having problems with the whole migrants. And there's some people that are just, they're doing something about it. People are trying to do something about it. Like Donald Trump is trying to do something about it. He's going to deport, the illegal migrants, and I'm sure there's policies and stuff that got to be gone through for that certain things to happen. Now, I wouldn't personally, say deporting migrants as in like everybody's a migrant. Certain people like, okay, you've been here for 20 years, and you're waiting, you're here asylum or however that works. But like, I'm pretty sure he's talking about a lot of the people that just come here in the last 3 years. Those people, you know what I mean? And I'm pretty sure there are going to be some stragglers that get to stay. There's definitely got to be a process for all this.
I am being persecuted for disagreeing with the dictatorship, and I had to migrate. I am one of many migrants.
We found that the helicopter was throwing down this dust that suffocated us, and the soldiers started firing tear gas to stop us from crossing.
Now, despite the brief clashes between migrants and agents, protests continued on the border. Meanwhile, thousands of migrants have formed a new caravan and are heading towards the United States before Donald Trump takes the oath of office on January 20th.
First of all, human mobility is not going to cease. People are not going to stop walking and advancing towards the United States, no matter who the president is.
You're going to come here and make it the way that your country is. I mean, not necessarily for everybody that's coming over here. But if you're only used to one way and you come over here illegally without going through the right processes, passing whatever laws they have or test or filling out this and that, you will not know what it's supposed to be. You know what I mean? Like, you won't know how to operate over here. You won't know how to do certain things. And I'm pretty sure that's what all those regulations and stuff are for. See, are you a fit here? Are you going to contribute to the society here? Or are you going to be a menace and just do the same thing you were doing in your country? This is why you have to do things the legal way and not the illegal way, because you do have a lot of criminals and people that don't abide by the law coming over here. And so that's regulations that has to be done. So, it's bad in your country. Don't come over here and make it bad. You're starting off bad by doing it illegally, and that's not good.
The problem is there is no civilized agreement between the parties, between the government of Claudia Sheinbaum and the U.S. government. Donald Trump appointing a former CIA agent as U.S. ambassador to Mexico represents several things for the Mexican government.
Estados Unidos en México a un ex agente de la CIA.
Now the panic among migrants has increased since Donald Trump named former ICE Director Tom Homan as the new border czar in the upcoming administration. In a recent interview with CNN, Homan doubled down on his plans for mass deportations and said he needs at least 100,000 beds for mass deportations, which is more than double the 40,000 beds ICE is currently funded for. As the inauguration fast approaches, Donald Trump's anti-migrant rhetoric is forcing hundreds.
What did he say?
Hundreds of asylum seekers to make a desperate dash for the border before he takes office.
So that's the end of that one. So first you have the migrants coming over here, illegally, not going through the process. Yes, I know the process takes a long time, but it's also a lot of people trying to get into the country. So if there was like 3 people that were trying to get into the country versus 3,000 people trying to get into the country, the more people, the longer the process is going to be. Now that to me is logical. But first you had the people coming over here, and now you have the current administration trying to sell the border wall. What are they benefiting from having all these people coming here? Now, at first it was said to be that there was, votes, but I don't see that happening anymore because the election's over. So what's next? What is next? What are they using to benefit now? What is the reason they're benefiting now? I mean, what are they benefiting off of having them come over here now? Make sure you put down everything that you want to say. Let's have a conversation about this in the comments, because I'm definitely going to keep update with this border thing and to bringing the news here and trying to put pieces together and try to figure something out. Now, we have to figure it out. I mean, yes, we want to help people. Everybody that has a good, kind heart and humane wants to help people out. But there's definitely processes that go through it. Now, if you see a guy on the street and he says he needs a home, are you just going to say, okay, it's cool for you to come to my home? No, you're not going to just let them in your home. There's processes about it. Okay, well, first, you need a job. Okay, you need a place to stay. Let's get you a job. Let's do this, blah, blah, blah. If you were the helping kind, you would start at the bare minimum of helping that person because of trust. Now, some people that have no problem with illegals coming in would not let them in their home. I guarantee you, if you sent people to a neighborhood you sent illegal people to a neighborhood of people that say, I have no problem with it, and say, hey, okay, we'll let them stay in your home. They wouldn't do it. They would not let people stay in their home. And it has been proven. I've seen people on, that made videos about sending people to people's houses, and it just doesn't work. It doesn't work. They would not let it happen. So, but we have to come to a solution, and let's hopefully that the administration that's coming in can actually do something about it and, make things work. That's all I have for this one. Make sure you subscribe if you want to see me continue doing this. I'm definitely going to be covering this border. I'm going to be looking into it, getting, more information about this, and just continuing doing what I do on this. Now, we know the mainstream media is not going to give you the 100% of everything that's, in front of you. So you have to do some back end digging and, keep going and Find out what works. I will share all my information with you. Just put your information in the comments, but make sure you do subscribe so that you can continue this journey with me. All right? Till next time, guys. Later.